Hello guys, I'm Gong Yang from Singapore After Sales Department, and today we're gonna introduce you electric scissor maintenance. For electric scissor daily maintenance, first we need to check the screw and the pins. Check all screws are tight, no loose, and especially the tire screw. There was a white mark on it between the screw and the pin. There should be one line. If it's loose, then you should tie the screw, the tire. Let's just go this way. There was a bullet inside the sliding brackets, and you can see it here or here. You should tie it well and check every 40 hours or 1 week. For inside hose and electric cable inspection, and you need to lifting the scissor. Firstly, you need to put the safety jack stay in place like this, and then we can check the hose and the cable inside the scissor. Make sure the cable is no damage. All cables are tight, and the hose is tight as well, and no loose, no oil leakage. And then you can check the scissor. To check it well, because it may have a small crack on the scissor. Later I will put some picture of a scissor little crack. Especially the forks loading with a cylinder will take much more power, heavy duty on it, so it's more easily for the scissor loading with cylinder to have a little crack. You need to check that well. For the joystick sockets, this is very easy to damage because always plug in, plug out. You need to check it well. Make sure the joystick socket is tight as well. And then we can come this way. Now you can see the screw points for the screws part here, and on both sides is the screw spots. And there's a pathway here. For sliding brackets, you need also grease here. And both on the top, you can see the sliding brackets. You need the prep grease here as well, and you should put both sides grease on it. After that, you may need to grease your cylinder. Per machine under 10 meters has only one lifting cylinder. The machine over 10 meters, including 10 meters, has 2 cylinders. So you need to grease both up cylinder and down cylinder as well. You may need to grease every 40 hours or 1 week. After the grease is down, you can open the left side compartment. You can see the battery group here. you need to add battery water maybe once a week or every 40 hours. We suggest you use distilled water because in the other water maybe change the pH level of the battery water. It will be influence its battery capacity or battery life. First we need to open it. You can see the battery over water. Every time when you add the battery water, this should be over the electric panel. But do not add too much, because when it's full and when it's charging, the battery water will be flew out. But of course, if your battery is using the maintenance-free battery, you can skip this part. Right here you can see the battery cables, and here is the battery terminal. You may need to grace every 40 hours or 1 week to avoid getting standard. Next to the battery is a battery charger, and you can use 110 voltage and 240 AC power supply. And you may need to check this cable every 40 hours, because machine shake or something hit something, this cable might be loose, then your charging will be failed. Up here it's sockets, USB sockets. Can download the charging programs. Of course, we already download well before we send to customer, so you don't need to change that. In the other side of the compartment, you can see the main valve group loading with several hoses here. And this is a pressure testing pot here. And Mr. Ferry can see here, this is a lifting valve, and this is a turning valve, and this is a moving valve, and this is a high-speed valve. Up here, you can see here is a motor controller. Down there is a motor, DC motor, 24 wattage, of course. Then here is our hydraulic oil filter, and this is oil tank, and this is ECU. This is our hydraulic oil filter. You may need to replace it every 500 hours or 1 year. And this is the oil tank. You may need to replace the hydraulic oil every 1,000 hours or every 2 years. We have two more hydraulic oil type. One is 32, another is 46. Before you change your hydraulic oil, please contact the local service and to make sure your machine's hydraulic oil type do not mix the using together. Here you may need to check the hose, make sure the hose is not oil leakage. And then the motor controller cable is tight enough, not end loose. And there was one more thing. There was a backup socket here. You can see if your joystick socket or from the cable from the scissors to the platform is damaged, then you can put the joystick socket here to testing if the cable from downside to upside is damaged. Right here you can see the hour meter, toggle switch, emergency stop, and the key switch. Inside the compartment, we can see the iron spring and the travel switch and the protection device of the porthole. When you're lifting, it should be automatically open. When your scissor is lowering, and it should be stored automatically as well. Make sure this device is functioning. As well, keep your safety. Now let's just try. As you can see, it's open when you are raising the scissor. And it stops itself when you are lowering the scissor. If this device is failed, you may have 18 failure code on your joystick or ECU. Now let's just come back to the ladder. Close to the ladder, there was emergency Alex for lowering the machine when the machine is power off. And here is a braking valve, which used manually to release the brakes when the machine is failing. And now let's try the emergency Alex. You can see there's a red trick over there. Just pull it out, then the machine will be down itself. To manually hand release, you may need to press the red valve inside and then press the red button. Press several times unless you cannot press anymore. Then you can push the machine. Of course, maybe should be done by 2 people. It's too heavy for me. At the back of the machine, there were 2 cables. One is charging cable, another one is power supply cable. Do not miss. The left side is power charging cable. We're charging the batteries. If you're mistaken, maybe your charging will be failed. Hello guys, I already taken another machine, the DTC system machine, to teach you how to calibration. Let's getting started. First, you need to turn the key to platform control, turn to right side, and then stop the emergency. And then start the machine. The angle sensor calibration code is 5 times down, 1 times up, 5 times down, 1 times up, 1 times down, and 1 times up, and 3 times down. Later I will write on the radio. You see, when you success, the machine will start alarming and lifting up automatically. It will calibration 2 times. The second time calibration will not stop during the calibration. When the calibration is down, it will automatically allow it for several times, then it will be stopped. For the weight sensor calibration, first you need to load the count weight, and different machines loading different count weight. For example, if the machine needs 320 capacity, you can load 320 count weight stuff. And if your machine capacity is 280 kilogram, you can load in about 280. And then you need to raise about at 20 centimeters. This step is for the PLC ECU to understand the changes on angle sensor. For example, when your machine is not lifting at all, the angle sensor parameters changes very little, so that's the ECU will be mistaken that your angle sensor is broken, so that your weight sensor calibration will be failed. So that's why you need to raise about 10 or 20 centimeters. And then you can start your calibration. First, turn the key to right side to platform control, then start the machine. And the weight sensor calibration code is 5 times down, 1 times up, 5 times down, 1 times up, and 5 times down. The calibration process is similar with the angle sensor calibration, but right now I don't have any count weight on it, so we can't proceed. Otherwise, the machine will be alarming when next time you use it. That's all for today's lesson about electric scissor maintenance. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Sinbon product. See you next time. Bye bye.